Hello everyone, this is Garrett and this is series the first encounter classic stuff, and well, this is Metropolis, and this is everyone's favorite area in the world. You have no idea. Yeah. The moment you walk in, everything becomes a horrible mess for everyone involved. And you know how I said that and did you also know that I said that people were like, oh, I got lost in the sewers, and that's bad, and I hate sewers now, and I will never be a plumber. Well, this place, possibly even worse for me. And again, don't really know why, considering it's not that hard, and once again, if you actually like read the analysis text, you probably won't get lost all that much, actually. But yeah, well, first of all, it's probably not even a bad idea to just walk around and kill things for a while before you actually pick up the things you need to pick up to progress in the level at all. Because stuff just kind of keeps spawning here. And for quite a while as well. And that's also why I'm hesitating picking this thing up, because there's basically 4 of those in this area. And yeah, you need to get all of them before the door opens. Which is a bit tricky sometimes, considering the amount of stuff that spawns literally all over the place. Because, again, this is one of those parts where enemies... there's a guy there. Right, once again, gonna try to say that sentence. Once again, the part where enemies spawn, the more you progress into this general area, basically. But I believe they also just spawn after a while, which is great. It's so fantastic and fun. Like, this guy will probably spawn if you just stay at the start of this door, like, area for a while. So, there you go. There you are. And that's why I'm taking it fairly safely right now. This is, yeah, possibly one of the more dangerous areas in the game, actually, if you're not careful, because you can spawn quite a lot of things. And I can't believe that actually hit, but there you go. And this is what I mean with a lot of enemies spawning. They just don't go away. And there's actually ammo in these little things as well, which is nice. But picking this thing up spawns, if I remember correctly, a fair amount of clears? Not that one. Not that one. I guess one of the later ones spawns a bunch of clears? That's weird. I thought it was the first one, but I guess I'm wrong. But there are 4 of these in buildings that all pretty much look the same. I think there's 2 on the right and 1 on the left, and that one I just picked up. I'm not entirely sure 100% about that. There's one over here at least. Where did you come from? That's not a... that is why I don't like this area, basically. I haven't played this area in a while either, so I'm not entirely sure where all the enemies are. But they do spawn behind you, as you just saw just a second ago. And my god, this is not a very nice place to be. That guy didn't walk anywhere. He was just kind of standing there and probably just looking at me. Kind of strange. A little bit weird and strange and all that. Those guys fortunately don't deal that much damage, which is good. Oh boy. Oh. You're friends! You were close to each other. But, yeah, picking up these things generally spawns some enemies at least. This one defeats me saying anything about anything because nothing appeared. I am just a massive liar. I know that at least one of them spawns enemies. This is starting to annoy me a little bit. I remember there being a lot more things. And I remember you being clear, but, you know, memories, foggy, all that. Don't think I didn't see you, and don't think I'm not hearing you. You invisible bastard, I've read your book, but that's... and now you're spawning behind me again. This is not a very nice way of dealing with your feelings and emotions. I thought there would be one over there too. Maybe he spawns later, considering everything kind of spawns everywhere in here. Oh yeah, you. I forgot about you for a second. Did I hit a tree? I did hit a tree. Fantastic. When hitting a tree, make sure you still shoot the thing you were shooting at beforehand anyway, because killing a tree does not kill enemies. That is the sad truth of it all, and that's why I'm not attacking that many trees, except when they spawn secret things. Hello. Yes, that purple guy was really scary. Like, seriously, he could have murdered me in one shot there. That could have happened, but yeah, it didn't, because that's impossible. But if it wasn't, then my god, that would be so scary. Oh yeah, this thing, that spawns clears. I forgot about that. That's so good, so fantastic and great. It doesn't just spawn one either, it spawns like a herd. Does that work? Is it a herd of clears? Maybe a group? General meeting? That's not going to be a very good idea. Picking up that... Oh, you're really close to me. Picking up that also spawns enemies, if I remember correctly. I should probably talk towards the microphone, not away from it. That would be a good idea for people to hear me. That's not a very good idea for people to hear me. You just get hit by things. Doesn't really work. Doesn't really work at all. Which is kind of a shame. My god, you are being mean and annoying. And why did I let you hit me? That was not a very good idea at all. And nothing's gonna spawn, so everything in this game can contradict my feelings about enemies spawning when I pick things up. Ah! Whatever. Let's just be grateful for the things not spawning, rather than complain and then get killed by the things that spawned afterwards. I'm not gonna waste my bullets on you. I'll waste it on other people instead. And I'll just use my grenade launcher to kill clears, because why not, right? Who cares about it being a waste? Boom. Boom. And I think I'll use some rockets on you, just for good measure. Please don't shoot at me. Thank you. Love it when you don't shoot at me. It makes me very happy, very... makes me pretty good. Feel good. Makes me feel pretty good. Pretty good overall, in general. Kinda-ish. Sort of. This is one of the things. I can't remember. This is 3, I think? Should be... yeah, one more to go. Okay. I am doing right then. And I guess that's when that guy spawns. I can't see him, but he's there. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't hurt me. Don't... ah. Bad clear. There's another one of you. And at least one other one. Oh. Man. And yeah, this level is quite large. I've probably said this before, and I will say it again. This level is quite large because, yeah, there's at least 2 more areas after this, one of which is a very long corridor. So, we're gonna be here for a while. I hope you enjoy this level because it is not too bad. And you are dead. Lovely. Very lovely. And I do believe the last one's over here somewhere. The last beetle. You need to pick up beetles to progress in this level. I've never killed you with a shotgun until this point, I think. Let's do that for good measure. Good measure. This is the one that spawns. It's clear. Yeah. Okay. Well, how did he actually jump up there? If he wasn't invisible, I could actually tell. I do believe this might be the one that I was talking about earlier. No, I'm just wrong at all times, actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Just, there's enemies here sometimes, and not when I'm here, apparently. Very strange. No, you're spawning behind me. That's the thing that happens. I know you're out there. You didn't spawn behind me, did you? No, I'm just making things up at this point. I'm just expecting too many things in this area, I think. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm not using my grenade launcher on you. As much as I don't really like using it, you're not worth it. Which is saying something, really, when you think about it. Hi. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't see me, but no. You have to make a big mess out of everything. And at this point, I can't actually just run towards that door and it'll open. The thing is, when you run towards it, stuff will actually spawn around it. Which are one of the things that will probably count as things spawning. And I don't know why. I don't know if actually this is one of those things I'm made up again, or yeah, it was definitely in the HD remake, but for some reason this door takes a while to open, and considering there's a whole bunch of those arachnoids running around here, that's kind of a bother, really, because they all kind of shoot you, and when you're standing still in front of a door hoping it will open, yeah, it seems to take a lot longer than usual. Yeah, now it just opens. Very odd. I guess, I know in the HD remake it actually takes a while for it to open for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe the trigger is just weird. I don't trust this at all. And for good reasons, apparently. There you go. This is just one of those things I've never picked up in my life before. Because usually I don't even get to this area, actually. Usually I just go for the door and just skip these guys entirely, so... Yeah, first time of me killing these enemies in probably my entire life, actually, because no one ever takes the left side in this level. I'm just gonna run around here for one more time, because there's still so many enemies alive here. Trying to murder me. Like a mean person. And that guy... Oh, there we go! That was the enemy I was waiting for. I was kind of confused that it didn't spawn immediately, but I guess it spawns when you go to the left side and not the right. Or maybe that's one of those wonky spawn triggers. But I don't know, the Classic Edition seems to have some weird spawn triggers here and there that don't always work. Especially so in this level, it seems, considering the... Oh, hi. Considering the Arkanoid? Considering the Arkanoid that spawned. And, at the start of the level, I mean. Just general stuff. It just seems to be spawning rather late for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Whatever. Let's just make our way through. There's still some clears here. I can hear them laughing at me, mocking me. I'm pretty sure I saw an arachnoid around here somewhere. Yes. Okay, this is starting to actually irritate me. Is it called an arachnoid or an arkanoid? An arachnoid. Okay, got it. It was bothering me for some reason, and I couldn't actually think of what it's actually called. And once those things start bothering you, you just kind of have to look them up rather than just going, oh, I wonder if it's this or what, or that, or this, or maybe it was that after all, and then wonder about it for 17 years after playing this game, and then being very confused what you were talking about in the first place. There's a clear coming in my direction. Not very nice, it's clear. Considering it's invisible and all, which makes it hard to see. What voice am I talking in? I have no idea. Let's just leave. I'm just going to pick up that ammo, because what could possibly go wrong? Oh, hey, that could go wrong. But that does make my, oh, hi. Oh, hi. What are all of you doing here? That'll do. I don't even remember that guy spawning on top of that thing. I didn't even know things would spawn that high. He must not be afraid of heights ever, because that'll be a really bad thing. Unless the general who spawned him there is not a very nice person. Ooh, so many possibilities, but let's not think about it. Let's instead walk here and pick up the ammo, which immediately gives us 300 cells, and therefore picking up that ammo over there was entirely pointless. But, secret cannon! Lovely. I love this gun, and I will not use it. Not yet, at least. And what is actually probably the easiest way of doing this part is, I'm just gonna quick save here. Boom-de-doo. And just run past it entirely, but let's not do that. Let's do this properly. Let's just do it like a sir, and actually look at the level design made by Croteum. Rather than just rocket jump past the entire level, which you can do in pretty much every level in this game, which is kind of interesting. If you like speedrunning, this game is kind of fun, because there are some tricks that I am not showing off because I'm not entirely sure how they work. But you can basically, in certain acute angly places, you can kind of go through the wall and then you can just kind of fly out of bounds for a while, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, not entirely sure how that trick works, and not really bothered to look it up either. So you're gonna have to look that one up for yourself. But if you look at any speedrun of at least Serious Sam the second encounter, you'll see it happen in pretty much every level. So there you go. Did he die? I'm not sure. I guess he did. Did he? No, he didn't. What? There's two of you. What's going on? That's just wrong. And this is actually, right now, this is not the hardest part, but it gets kind of insane. Like, right now, there's already a bunch of these laser shooting pew-pew man, but again, not really the worst part so far, considering these guys can't actually hit you if you're moving at all. So yeah, just move at all, and you should generally be okay with these guys. Not so much of a problem here. You kind of see the border between horrible area and not so horrible area quite clearly. It's actually bordered with spikes, which is quite considerate of whoever built this place. Oh god, why did I use a rocket on you? I have no idea. Should I run back there? Actually, I'm probably gonna run back anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right now, I'm just gonna leave that health there. If I really need the health, which I probably won't, then I'm just gonna run all the way back. But it looks like I'm gonna run all the way back anyway, because there's a bunch clear coming my way, and yes. So not that many just yet. So far it's not too bad. This is actually considerably more difficult in the HD remake. And only because of the way the engine works, because in the HD remake, if you shoot these enemies with grenade launchers, they will fly away a lot further from each other than in this game. I mean, this game they do fly around a bit, but it's not too bad yet. And because they fly away so far, this doesn't really work very well. Because, well, they're all over the place, and therefore you'll only hit a couple of them each shot, and that's not very good. And man, there's a lot more of you than I remember, which is not that great either. I have no ammo for this thing at all. Looks like we're using the cannon! Emergency fire! Man, there's a lot of you. I don't remember there being this much of these clear skeletons at this point in the level. Ugh. But you know, that was just all part of my cunning plan to go back to grab that health power-up. Yes, that's what that was. Wow, that was a little bit more insane than I remember. But there you go. Because, yeah, that was basically the start of the bad clear invasion of 92. There's more clear coming up ahead, and it's gonna be so much fun. But we're not there yet. We are still in the happy place with the sounds of the sea and the arachnoids who are invisible still. Kind of like everything else in this game. Very strange that. Probably a bug. Don't hit me because I know there's a third one. Or is there? I guess I'm just wrong again. What spawns when you pick this up? That spawns when you pick that up. That's why I was carrying a rocket launcher. I knew there was a reason, but I just couldn't figure out what it was. But I just really wanted that health. It was so nice, just lying there. All alone, helpless. I'm gonna look backwards again. Looking backwards is always fun. Because of you. You make looking backwards so much more pleasant. By actually having something to look at, it just, I don't know, it just feels so nice. Whenever I look backwards and I see you. Unlike the green guy who's throwing... Okay, there you are. Ah, man. Love it when you can't remember where the enemy is and then you're just kind of looking around like some sort of sheep. Meh! And that was my impersonation of a sheep. I hope you liked it. I thought it was pretty good. But, leave a comment down below telling me how good my sheep impersonation was. Anyway, let's just kill these guys. It's, a couple of them. I'm just gonna catch all their balls with my face. That is a strange sentence in this video, but let's go with it. It sounds appropriate for some reason. And I do believe I'm hearing the sound of a wild one. Rawr. Oh yeah, you. You're just kind of waiting there, sitting there alone, all waiting like. And I'm gonna spawn some enemies while I walk back to get some stuff because I just kind of feel like it. Look, there's spikes here. It indicates something. One of the things it indicates is that there's gonna be bulls. And they're all gonna run in, well, towards this pit. Oh, what? What? That's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to fall in the pit and die, and then I'll be very happy. That didn't happen, interestingly enough. Because with the second one, I'm guessing what will happen indeed, because this is the second one, the pit will just close entirely, making it fairly impossible for that thing to actually even reach the spikes of death. So, there you go. Be a bit of a bother, but there you go, it's part of the level, I suppose. Very, very strange that, the first one was like, I don't care if there's a pit, I'm just gonna run over it. And then it did so indeed, but there you go. Some bulls don't follow the rules, and these are definitely some of them. They do jump around whenever they hit that little ledge, which is great. And what you can actually do is that pit closes, like every time a bull walks over it, and you can just walk over the closed pit as it is closed and stuff. I'm gonna do that because these bulls will still spawn anyway, which is a bit annoying, like, because they are bulls, and if you're there and there's bulls, it's not very nice. But if you kill all of them, then this thing will just stay closed like this for a while. I guess opened, I don't know. Would this be open or closed? Probably closed, but there you go. And you can just go over there. And I think a teleporter appears there later. That might actually just be in the HD remake. I'm not entirely sure about that.